So I just want to leave you with one last tip. If you free range and your chickens lay their eggs, they might hide them under bushes or, you know, in the woods or whatever, or sometimes our chickens are sneaky and they lay them in the coop and then they cover them with straw. So you might come across eggs, not realize how old they are, and you're not sure if you can eat them. So here's a quick way to tell how fresh your eggs are. When an egg is first laid, there is a bloom on the shell that helps keep the air from going through the pores in the egg shell. As the egg ages, air does get in through the pores, and so the egg starts to become more buoyant. So if you put it into a glass of water, it's going to start to float. So anyway, this is an egg laid today. As you can see, it just lays on the bottom of the glass, so you know that egg is fresh. This egg is about a week old. So when I put it into the water, you can see the one end sort of starts to rise up a little bit off the ground. So that egg is probably a week or two old, perfectly fine to eat. This egg is a little bit older. This egg is probably about a month old. So as you can see, it's still on the bottom of the glass, but it's pretty much standing straight up. There's air in this egg now that's causing the egg to rise a little bit. This egg is old. I don't know quite how old it is, but I've been saving it. You can see that egg pretty much is floating. So it doesn't mean this egg is bad. It still could be perfectly good to eat, but it's old. So I personally would toss that egg. The rest of these are all perfectly fine to eat, but you can kind of get an idea of how fresh an egg is by how it sits in a glass of water. So that's just my tip for the day. Also, if you're selling your eggs, you don't want to use old egg cartons or reuse the egg cartons because there can be bacteria and things on them that you don't necessarily want on your next batch of eggs. So fortunately, eggcartons.com sells these great multicolored cartons, and they also sell these neat vintage look 4x3 cartons that I really like to use for my eggs. So check them out at eggcartons.com.